Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hey, hey. Hello. Pam, pam, pam. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good afternoon to you. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, the good news is that I managed to package a pre-release, right? And the server is up at the moment. Give me a second. Yes, the server is up at the moment, and if you want to test the pre-release, you can. I posted the URL in our Discord. Is about 6 gigabytes of download. I'm just checking a few things. Okay. Yeah, so the idea tonight, I mean, between today and tomorrow, I think I want to release, maybe tomorrow evening or Saturday morning, right? But I think it went fairly smooth up to now. Let's see what the testers say, right? If there is someone that can test, that's always great. I was checking the latest bugs and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know why I don't have the main website on. Okay, now we do. Now. I think this one will remain. This one will remain open, or we can do it. I don't know. I did everything except the mangrove, because the mangrove we don't really have. But I think it's not a problem. Let me put it here. Convert mangrove to new system. Right. Oh, my PC is noisy. Wait a second. No, it's not my PC. I think it's the Linux machine. Yes, it is. It's the Linux machine. It's the Linux machine that is running the server, and so is slightly more noisy than usual, which is okay. Okay, so obviously, in 1 or 2 hours, or in 4 or 5 hours that we have left, we cannot really do massive things. But there is one thing that actually I want to check, and this thing is why certain levels are actually visible even if they are extremely far, right? And that I really don't understand. I want to see if there is a setting or something, but because there is kind of a visibility threshold for level streaming, right? And it seems that that does not apply to certain levels. And I don't understand why. And we can test it fairly easily by and I don't know if that is a potential problem, right, or not, but definitely it may be related to the big walls. That is actually possible now that I think about it. Yeah, I should change the oh no, fuck. So there is already a test server, right? So it's the new updated server. I mean, it's a bit slow because obviously it's a smaller machine, right? And also it's running, well, in theory, no, it's not running in debug, it's running normal. It's running prod. Yeah, it takes a bit to log in, actually. I don't know why, but it takes a bit to log in, but it's fine. It's fine. Seems to be a bit slow. I don't know why, but it seems to be a bit slow. Slower than usual. But anyway, so what I want to check, I think we should make it day. I think we should make it day. For example, right? If I go, if I go, let me go Bronze Door North, right? Like this, for example. Hello, Sulfrots. Hey, Electra. A long time I don't see you. What happened? Welcome back. So yeah, one thing that I noticed right now, I don't know if it's really a thing, but yeah, let me change the scene, by the way. Oh, the scene is already changed. Let me change the music. Let me change the music. Okay. Now here it doesn't seems to do. Let me go. Okay, so here it doesn't seem to show the problem. But let me try to go Goog, for example. Let me try to go Goog, for example. Yeah. So, for example, that, right? Why that is happening? So why, so here I am, you know, now I am very high, and so, but nonetheless, you know, only this level is loaded, right? And if I go more forward, maybe this level will be loaded, right? This other level will be loaded. But you see that I see a lot of empty space, and then I have that one loaded, which makes no sense, right? So is there a boundary? I mean, are the bounds of some of these levels? Yeah, you see now this one loaded, right? Now this one loaded because I'm close enough. And if I go a bit far away, that unloads, right? And but that one is still on, right? And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So this is a bit of what I want to understand, right? Because I don't know if there is an underlying issue on the way the levels are assembled, or what, right? So this level, I mean, we can go up to there and see what is it, right? But I think I know it, because there is the end, right? It is the desert area. So that area is super far away, right? So it's like 1202, 1203 is one of those levels, right? Yeah, exactly. I think there's exactly this one. Yes, you see that ledge that we see, that ledge, right? That ledge is that ledge. I'm pretty sure it is. So the question is, why? I mean, and by the way, we don't just see this one, we also see the one that is north of that, right? If I go up, I can go up even more, so it's even more evident, right? I'm extremely busy doing absolutely nothing. I see. Well, that's a big issue, yeah, I know it. It happens to me as well sometimes. For example, here we see, you know, that the middle level is loaded, but there is then another missing, and then that one at the back is still loaded, right? It's still loaded. And I think that those mountains are, yeah, this mountain is that, and then there is this, and this. Then there is this. Yeah, it could be that. Could be that. But I'm pretty sure that this is this. So it means that not only that level, but probably also the level before that is loaded. So if this is 1203, right? This is 1203. I think we are also loading 1103, which is this one. It may be even the one before that, which is 1003. Or not. Well, depends if we see the river. No, probably 1003 not. Yeah, but you see it's very visible from here, right? It's very visible from up here, so... Yeah, so 1003 actually not. But 1103, why? We should see this river though. Let me see, this is... It looks different though. This is the one above it. I think also this one is loaded. Yeah, also this one is loaded. So 11, 1102. 1102 doesn't exist. Well, it does. What is 1102? 1102 is Raurim. 1102 is Raurim. No, there is something weird going on. Are we looking at what? There is definitely something weird going on. Yeah, but this is this. Come on, it's 100% this, right? It seems that the mountains are a bit different. Maybe it's just the perspective. I don't know. But it seems that those mountains are kind of different, actually. This is this. And this is... And this does not exist, right? It looks like it's a piece of a level. It's not a full level. I don't understand. But anyway, this part here is fully loaded, right? I don't understand why it looks different though. Am I looking it from the wrong perspective? Or is this thing rotated somehow? I don't know why I'm getting so confused. I'm so confused in here. I think it's a matter of height, probably. I mean, you see these mountains, right? Can I remove the fog? Can I remove the fog? Good question. I think I can, right? No? Why the fog? Okay, I removed it this way. So I'm trying to compare these two places and they look different. They look different. So it seems that there is half a level loaded. I don't know if it's even possible, but I mean, this part is identical, right? So up to here is identical. Up to here, maybe it's the perspective is slightly different, but here is identical. Then this part, right? It looks very different from this. What the fuck? Huh? Okay, that road, I think is this road. Yeah, so if that road is this road, then definitely we have another level loaded. So definitely we have 10. So the one that I said no, then is yes. The perspective is very different though. I know the perspective is different, that's for sure. But yeah, this is this and this is this. So yes, this level is also now I see it. Now I see it because this hole on the right is this hole on the right? Yeah, so the field of view is very different, but basically now I can see it. Now I can see it. I'm just a bit surprised to see Raurim here. Huh? Let me go forward a second. Yeah, I think it's the field of view. The field of view is making things really compressed. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, okay. So, and you see that now I'm like here, and the level below me is not even loaded. Right? The level below me is not loaded, which is super strange. And now, okay, it loaded in now. It loaded in now. It loaded in now. But there is definitely something wrong in these levels. Let's take the one that is the most far, okay? So this one really should not be loaded at that time. So this one we said is what? Is 1203. So let's open 1203 separately and try to understand why. Twelve 1203. Hello Hula. Hello Sulfrots. Hey. I went to the ruins of the road to ground. I was able to find Nishin. Nice. If you want to test the new release, guys, is available to be tested. There is the link in Discord. And you just have to connect to the... I can also give it to you here if you want. You have to connect to the test server. And... So one thing I would like to understand of this is the level boundaries, right? The level boundaries. Do we have level boundaries? Ah, here it is. Here it is. This is the problem. So there is still a brush. Didn't we say that we deleted all the brushes? Instance foliage actor. Instance foliage actor. Yeah, but why the instance foliage actor is placed in a completely stupid location? Huh? What the fuck? Hello. Who joined? Hello, Minjan TV. Hey, thank you for the follow. And welcome, welcome. We are doing the last fixes before release, and this definitely looks like an issue, right? So I have an instance foliage actor that is super far from my level. And so basically everything here is... Oh, there is more than that. Okay, there is level bounds, but level bounds are calculated based on when they contain, right? And so there is this recast nav mesh default, and there is this instance foliage actor. The only problem of changing the instance foliage actor is that I will have to place again manually all these freaking thingies. How do I reset the pool? Because I can... Yeah, his current location is actually 000, right? This is a bit of a problem. Let me see. In Unreal Engine, my instanced foliage actor is positioned in 000, even if my streaming level is I don't know, whatever. This one is a you know, is 600,000 units. This generates a level bounds and incorrect. The problem is that if I try to move it, right? If I try to move the instance foliage actor, then all the plants move as well, and I don't want that. I want to keep the plants in place, but move the origin, right? I don't know if it's possible. Actually, probably it's not possible. The instance foliage actor is always created at the origin of the level. 000, the streaming level it belongs to. If your streaming level is far away from the world origin, but if it's still sitting at 000 instead of being offset with the level, it can use in current level bounds. Exactly. However, you cannot move the instance foliage actor itself directly without also moving the instances. But you can resolve the level bound issue by rebasing the origin of the foliage data properly to match the level position. Oh wow, how? Convert the foliage to a blueprint. Are you crazy? Ah, temporarily. This is very interesting. Do you think it's really doable? Do you think he's telling me... Do you think he hallucinated or... Do you think he hallucinated? I mean, we can try. We can just reload in case we will not save anything, right? We can just try to do it in any way and see what happens. We just have to be sure that we select everything, right? All the... Okay, so what he's saying, and I don't know if he's correct, but what he's saying... I just took a look at the website, the game is looking good, it would be nice to check it out. Thank you. If you want to wait 1 day or so, you will get the new release. I think I'm releasing probably tomorrow, the new release. But otherwise, you can also download the current one and try it. The difference is the initial area that has been changed quite a bit, because everyone said that it was too annoying, so I actually changed it. So the new version is different. The initial area is less annoying, or is different annoying. We will see what the guys will say. So how do I even convert this to a mesh? I think I never did it. It is even possible? I don't even, I mean, it is even possible to convert all of this to mesh. Tool select, convert to static mesh. Mesh, multiple value. Component class advanced, overrun material, material density, single mesh. Vertex, scale, placement, multiple, collision, mobility, collision. I don't see this. I think he hallucinated. I think as usually. I don't find this. Yeah, I kind of hallucinated. Yeah, in Python, bro. I mean, another thing we can do, right? So if we move it exactly by the distance that we know. Hello, Sean Nib. Hey, thank you for the follow. And welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. We are trying to reach 900 followers, so do it. Okay, we can try to do this. If I know, if I'm moving the foliage actor by exactly a certain amount, and then I move this exactly by a certain amount, do you think it will work? In theory it will, right? But what I have to do, I have to go in top view and then because my problem, right? My problem is that well, maybe we can take a reference point, you know, and if we just translate, like, yeah, I think the Oasis is the easiest, right? The Oasis is the easiest one to actually use as a reference point, because there are trees all around, right? In a very easy way. And we will not rotate, right? We will only translate. So I think that could be a good... we can even take a screenshot, right, of how it was. So that then we will make it identical, right? So if I now go into my instance foliage actor, which is this guy, you see is millions kilometers away, and now I move it, I don't know exactly where to move it. In theory it should be in this angle, right? I mean, the best way would be if it would be here. Now, where is there? I have no idea where is there. We can add maybe a cube. And we know, I mean, the coordinates are all the same. So it's 63, yeah, exactly, 63,500. So that would be the exact position, and 381,000. And 11, well, the height we don't care, because the height we leave the same, right? We leave exactly the same. So the height we will leave it at 0, actually. We will leave it at 0. So this will be the 2 now. So I will basically have to take this instance foliage actor, and I will have to move it to this location. Right? Now I have it there. But this means that now my foliage is kilometers away, right? Really far. And so now what I have to do, I have to go, the problem is that I think I will not be able to select it. It's already selected. It's already selected. Okay, that's nice. So if we go top view, yeah, but what I don't understand is why. That is kind of fishy though, eh? Why this selection is still it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that the selection is still here. I mean, we can try to move it. It's not a problem, right? But I think it doesn't make any sense in theory. So there is still something. And I don't know how much I will have to go, right? I will have to go a lot. There is a freaking mosquito. Fuck. There is a flying vampire. There is a flying vampire in my house. Motherfucker. Okay, anyway. Yeah, the point is, how do I mean, I don't have a delta, so it will be impossible for me to know where to put it, right? Yeah, pretty much. And also, I cannot see anymore the... I cannot see anymore the foliage, right? Because probably it's the other way. This is not working. This is not working. This is not working. PT. Ah, wait a second. What happened? Huh? Ah, yes, because I moved it. Yeah, because I moved the origin there. And so, yeah. Because I moved the origin there. Did I? What? It magically fixed itself? How? I don't know what I did, but now I have my foliage in the right place. And I have the instance foliage actor in 0-0. Huh? I mean, it's fine with me. We still have this guy though. But you know what? This guy, we will move it as well, like we moved everything else. Did it really fix itself magically? Look, the vegetation is in the right place. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but definitely there is a bit of a fuck up with some of the foliage, right? Like, for example, these two should not be outside of the level, right? Because they will be disconnected. So they have to stay. I'm gonna follow and run. See you, Sandebi. Thank you for the follow. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, there are also some other plants in a kind of a bad place here. But yeah, this is just caused by the fact that some of this has not been polished yet, but it's okay. No, but okay. So if this worked, yeah, we just have to delete our cube because the cube is now in a stupid position, but we have to delete it. Okay. Seems to me there are still a few elements that are outside of the map, like this, right? But fine, we can put it in the map. Okay, so if we check now our level boundaries and we delete the cube, right? It seems that our level boundaries are still fucked up. Why? Maybe we just have to recalculate the geometry of the level. But I think I will save it like this. We have it anyway under source control, so we can change it anytime. Yeah, let me exit this. Level bounds. Level bounds. Are the level bounds recalculated? When they are recalculated? Okay, I moved everything. My level bounds are still wrong. Do I need to recalculate those? And if yes, how? You can meow about such a GIF. Exactly. Meow. No, but the level bound, there should be a recalculate or something, right? The level bound is automatically set. Auto update bounds, you see? There is auto update bounds. There is a... Build all levels. I don't want to build all levels, but anyway. Let me see if I do build geometry. Build geometry doesn't help. Build landscape. It doesn't help. Okay, let me just reopen it. Maybe when I reopen it, it will... He will reset the level bounds. No, it's not. But I don't think, at the moment, I don't think there is anything here, right? Because you see that everything that I select in the level, so including this, well, apart from this, there is the level bounds, right? This, and this, they are all in that location. So but I don't have any option for recalculating. Box component, right? It's saying auto update bounds, whether to automatically update the actor bounds based on all the relevant actor bound belonging to the same level. Let me just check something. If I delete the instance foliated actor for a second, do my level bound become smaller? No. If I delete this, no. So it doesn't really update shit. That is not nice. So we fixed it, but we didn't. We fixed it, but at the same time, we didn't. But that is the problem, for sure. That is the problem that we get for visibility. That's for sure. For sure the issue. Ah, he fixed it now. Ah, he fixed it now. Now we recalculated. Okay, now we recalculated. Now we recalculated. Very nice. Okay, so now let's try in game then. Let's try in game. So we want to be in the same position and we want to see that level obviously not loading, right? Not loading at distance. I think the other levels have the same problem, but I think there is an important element for performances, because I think that we were getting worst performances because we were loading all those levels together, right? And we were loading all those levels at 0, 0, 0. So basically when you are in the middle of the city. And so this is kind of a big deal actually. So it may improve performances. I mean, those levels are not very big, right? So it's not a lot of loading, but still. But still, I think it's good. Let's go, boys. It's kind of slow, huh? It's kind of slow. But that's fine. It's still there, so nothing changed. No, it's not there, you see? It's missing. It's missing, but guys. So that one we fixed it. That one we fixed. It doesn't show anymore. It doesn't show anymore. Okay, so this is an important thing that we have to do. Pretty much on all these levels they were wrong. I think that the reason they are like this is probably because some of these levels have been just copied over, right? And okay, so 11.3 seems to have the same problem, right? Now, I don't know if we can fix it in the same way I did before, but because it was like magically fixed, right? Yeah, you see the level boundaries that are completely off. So I think we will do exactly the same, right? So we open 11.03. Pretty happy about this because I think it may fix some other stuff as well. And one day we will move to war partition, right? At the moment we are using war composition, which is basically the previous version of the war partition. And by the way, there is still a brush. It is still there, and we have the same problem. Now let's use exactly the same technique. Let's use exactly the same technique, right? So I place the cube, I move to that. Yeah, let's use exactly the same technique, because if it worked once it will work twice, and hopefully, right? So the cube is at 509. Wait. 509 sounds a weird number. Maybe 508. 5. Please give me a 5. 508, yeah. Okay, so the beginning of that level is 508,000 and minus 381 000 and 0 vertically, right? So that is the position. So if we copy this position and we set it to our instance foliage actor, right? But then I don't know what we did, right? That allowed. I don't know. I don't know what we did. Just saving and it will move everything, or oh fuck, I have it open again. No. So I don't know exactly what we did, but we did something that allowed I mean, what I remember is that I selected everything, right? And then magically my trees appeared again. And they were exactly in the same position, right? Which was very, very strange. They were exactly in the same position. I think I did a Control Z. I think I moved them, and then I Control Z, and magically they were all in the right place, right? Which is super weird. Okay, let me try to do the same. So I go so what we did, I went landscape, right? The problem is that if I select, no, we went foliage. If I do select all, right, you see that it's not really selecting them all. There is something that I never understood why it happens. I never understood why. Never understood why. But anyway, we got our lasso, and pretty much what we did, we selected all the plants in the level, right? We selected all the plants in the level. Now, how can we be sure that we selected all? Yeah, good question. Good question. I don't know. I have no idea, because they may be some that are not visible from a certain angle because there is a mountain in front. Yeah, like for example those ones. So we may not select them all. And then what I did, right? Let me just be sure that I really have them all, right? Then what I did, I said, oh shit, I have to move, right? I have to move the thing. So I went back to selection mode. I selected my instance foliage actor, and I moved it. Then I went to foliage and I said, oh, they are all selected already. That's very nice, right? This happened. First, they were already selected. And I said, well, let's try to move them, right? And so I took this guy, and I tried to move it. But then I realized, you see that they follow. And then I did a Control Z. Yeah, exactly. And they are all in the right place now. Yeah, it's a bit, it's a bit of a hack. I mean, I don't know why it works, but it actually works. Yeah, it does. It's a bit of a hack. I don't know exactly what happens, but when you Control Z, it resets the two to be consistent, which is very strange, but it does. So we are for sure not gonna ask why, and we are just going to use it as it is. Why there is a tent here? But this tent is in the wrong level. I mean, it's in the wrong... Okay, in the wrong folder, let's say. Okay, this is very good. So now my level boundaries are still wrong, but they will be, we know they will be recalculated after I save and after I reopen my main map, right? Yeah, it's a bit of a long process, but I think it's a good one, and we should do it. We should do it. It's a bit of an annoying process, but yeah, now they are correct. Now they are correct, and you know what? Just to be sure, I'm gonna resave. Yeah, you see that he's showing it as to be saved. So, okay. So now we have 2 pieces fixed. I don't know how many others are wrong, but I would say at least 4 or 5 more. All in that area. Are you excited by the new release, guys? I am. There's been a lot of work this release. I think we have a good stuff in it. I think we have good stuff in it. I really hope that the new Draken Plane and new Stone Labyrinths will be good. You see that some pieces were loading even in this view because the level boundaries were wrong. Yeah, you see? And now we have 2 pieces less. Now we have 2 pieces less. But we need more. But also Oja, the wall Oja is wrong. Oh my god. I mean, it is possible that this happened with the... You see, on this side, there is nothing wrong. On the left. But on the right side, there is basically everything wrong. Everything wrong. Well, going to fix it one by one. No problem. I just don't know if that is the end of the world or is the one before the end of the world. Where? I see. It was below me. I didn't see. But it's very easy to see if he's wrong because you can just click on this level, right? And check his level bounds. Yeah. And if the level bounds are like this, they are obviously wrong, right? Okay, so let's do a list so that we let's do a list, which is probably easier. Let's make a list. Okay, so 12.5 needs to be fixed. 12.4 as well needs to be fixed. 12.3 is the one that we just fixed, right? 12.2 now because I want to have a list. 12.2 12.2 yeah, 12.2 as well. 12.2 as well. Well, I think all these ones are wrong. All these ones. So all the right side. I have no idea how that happened, right? So I think it's still a conversion problem from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. I think it's something that I never really looked into too much. Yes, and 12.1 is wrong as well. Okay, let's do all these ones. Let's do all these ones. So let's search for 12.1. By the way, I think that this may also fix another problem that we had in the conversion to word partition, because actually I did a test, right, to convert word partition, and it failed. It failed with a number of errors also related to position. So I think that this may give us help on that. Okay, so let's put our cube. We just have to remember to delete. Huh? We have to remember to delete the cube, but yeah, that is 635,000, 635,000, and this one will be 0. I think vertically we always go 0, right? Yeah. So when I have that, well, actually when I have that, I can delete the cube. And we can move this guy. But before moving, right, before moving the vegetation, I have to select. I don't know if this is really true, right? But let me try to see if we find a shorter process, right? So that I just move the instance. What is the? Oh, it's not here. So we don't have trees in this area. No, we don't have trees actually. Okay, so this area has not been terraformed with the trees, so unfortunately is empty. Maybe we can put them, because it is completely empty, which is strange. I don't know why there are no trees in here, but there are no trees. So to place the trees automatically, the easiest way is to use the foliage generator, right? That based on the biome is deciding what to put. And to do that, I think the easiest for me is to take this and then take yeah, and the level bounds are already correct, you see, they are already correct. They are a bit bigger than, but anyway, and then I think we can take 11.1. I don't know if 11.1 actually has the foliage. He has the procedural foliage spawner. Yeah, he has that. Okay, so if we copy this spawner to the other level, so we basically go here and we duplicate this thing, right? And we duplicate it, and now we put it under this guy, and now we can hide the other level because we don't need it anymore, and we can spawn the foliage automatically. Now, yeah, it will take probably also that area, but we don't care. So we can say, what is it? Resimulate, right? Resimulate. Unable to spawn. What? It gave an error saying there is not enough surface, but I don't know if this guy is actually a problem. Could be. Unable to spawn instantly and ensure a large enough surface exists within the volume. Hey, bro. Or the problem is this wall that I can temporarily move. No, it's not spawning. Why is not spawning? It's too low. Unable to spawn instance. This never happened to me. That is a bit strange. It never happened to me. Collision, no collision. Let me see if there are any settings, but allow landscape, allow BSP, allow static mesh. Yeah, we have allow landscape, so include component in HLOD, include actor in HLOD. I don't understand. Good night, Electra. See you. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping by. When you are in the new temple, how can you come back? You can just jump down. No, the teleport will work both sides. Teleport will work both sides. So you will teleport back from the temple to the Goog stalactite. Or you can just jump down, but I think you will die. I don't understand what he's saying. Let me try to change the position and, for example, go here and try to resimulate and see what happens. He's saying the same thing. Unable to simulate. Why? Probably we have to do it from the level itself only. That's possible. That is actually possible. Okay, so let me do this. Let me save it and we reopen the level without the... So it is 1201. X12 Y01. So without the persistent level, without the streaming level, right? So we do it this way. By the way, now I decided to recalculate the level that way. No, this is because the recast is there. Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, I will just move it like this. The recast, I can just move it like this. It's not a problem. It can be Can be anywhere as long as is in the area of the level, so there's not an issue. That's really not a problem. But what I'm more interested in is this guy, right? No, he's still saying that he cannot respawn 11. That's very strange. .9. Unable to spawn instances. Or is something that changed in Unreal Engine 5.4? Because those objects come from the previous version, right? Make it twice the size. Okay, well, I can make it twice the size, but it seems to be kind of a stupid suggestion. But okay, I can. Nice, twice the size, but he's still unable to. Procedural foliage volume. Yeah, it is a procedural foliage volume, exactly. Blocking volumes. Blocking volumes, actually I remember something about it. This nav mesh maybe? I remember that there was a weird no. It's still saying there is not enough surface, which is really, really strange, because there is all the surface that you want, right? So there is all the surface that you want. I mean, we can also leave it. It's not a bad, but it's a bit of a pity, right? We found some areas without trees, so I would like to add the trees. So I don't understand why I cannot. Try changing the collision of the FPS volume to block all. The collision to block all. What collision do we have at the moment? Bro, there's not even a collision in this thing. What do you mean? There is? There is. At the moment it's no collision actually. Okay. Okay, so let me go back then, because I want to yeah, I have this one sized properly. I think I remember now. I think this will fix it. Because I think if you leave it at block all yeah, I remember now. I think now it will do it. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay, so this is something I did a long time ago. Basically, if I leave it with block, if you don't have the collision as block all, it's not generating the trees. But if you then leave it as block all, when we right click, whenever in that level, we will find this guy instead of so that basically the air will be clickable, right? Which doesn't make any sense for us. The only problem I see is that is very little number of trees. Why? In theory it should be this, but it's not really doing much. Why? It's quite some time that I'm not. Random seed, tile size, number of unique tiles, minimum number, foliage types, yes, exactly, these guys, okay. Okay, did we change these foliage types in a stupid way so that they don't spawn? Or probably, yeah. Mean, max, offset, scale, density. Yeah, because there is another problem that happens often, right? That the foliage spawner has a certain density. Like for example, this guy, you see that these guys actually came through, right? They came through. And these guys are these guys. And I'm pretty sure that here the density, no, the density is 1. Let me compare this to 1 second. Align to normal. Align to normal. -5, -5. Okay, uniform. The desired density. Align max angle. Foliage instance static mesh component. It's the same. Collision with world. Collision with world. Collision scale. 090909. Yeah, so now that is generating. Maybe now we collide with this guy at the top, right? That's very possible. But if we would, right, then we should have 3s and we don't. which is kind of strange, right? But I think that now it's generating, but is colliding with stuff. I think the problem is the collision. Let me move this away and resimulate. No, it's not placing the trees. It's not placing the trees. Let me see the other settings. Movable, blah blah blah. Collision preset, no collision, no collision. No collision. Advanced. Seems to be pretty much the same. So the only difference between these two is the collision with world, right? This one. So if I do it again now. Yep. Now in fact it does it. It does it very sparse, but I think that's pretty much the way we want it here. So it's the collision with world that kind of fucked up. Okay, but it did it. It did it. We don't have a lot of trees, but we have some trees, which is anyway good, right? Let me just see if it did it also here. Yeah, it did it everywhere. So we have to be sure that actually we delete all these trees because they are actually it placed many more here than here. I don't know, because probably here the terrain is more irregular, right? And that's probably why. Okay, nice. So it did that, so we can restore actually the position of this guy. So we did it with a bit of fiddling and yeah. But I really would like to delete all these trees that we don't use that are on the other side, because it's useless to put them there if we don't use them, right? So we'll get a giant lasso. A giant lasso. And we will, wait, let me just unselect to be sure, yeah. We'll select them all and delete them all. Okay, that's all. Well, there were not that many. Okay, we delete. Okay, so now we have our trees also in this place. Now, we have to uncheck. We have to uncheck the collision on this guy. Yes. Otherwise, it will not work. Did we delete the cube? I think we deleted the cube. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. We did it. So it has been quite complex, but at the end. I don't know if we documented this in our wiki. Foliage. Maybe I did, huh? PS Unreal foliage. Set all foliage to movable. Culling setting depends on the side of the foliage. Procedural foliage version. To work, it needs the collision setting to be set as overlap all dynamic, but it needs to be set as no collision in game, or we will have it exactly. I mean, it was actually saying it. Yes, we documented it. We actually documented it, my friends, but we cannot remember everything, right? Okay, so now also this one will have the nav mesh bound hopefully correct or not. No, because we have the same issue. That when we generate, the instance is here. So let me try something quick, because I want to understand if I can do this better. Then if I just move it, right? And then I go to foliage mode again. The tree do not come back. So that's not the solution, eh? I don't understand what the hell. So the only way to do it properly is how I did it before, really? Is it the only way to do it properly? So with the selection of all the foliage and the Control Z? Wow. That's kind of weird, huh? I mean, we can, but it's weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. So we have... okay, but let's do it. I think it's the only way we found, so I assume we should do it. Should do it this way. So I don't know. I mean, I can miss a few, but hopefully not. So basically, what happens is that when you generate the instance foliage actor, by default it goes to 0, 0, 0. Instead of going to the boundaries of the level, right? And so what happens is that then your level boundary got screwed, right? Get wrong or whatever. And we left one there. Yeah. And then you have to do this other procedure to get back your trees in the right place. It's very weird, actually. I think it's a bug. I mean, I cannot believe that this is the way they thought to do. They decided to do. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. So what we did, we basically moved that guy, right, to our level. And I don't even think that the position really matters, right? And then we went to what? To foliage mode. We moved them a bit, and then we Control Z. You see that they're already in place now. Yeah, when you move them a bit, it seems that they kind of stuck again to the... yeah, and then you Control Z. Yeah, and then you Control Z. So you move them a bit and you Control Z, and that's it. And they go in the right place. It's very weird. It's very weird. But anyway. Okay. Wow, we did one of the 5. This one is done. Yeah, but the others have the foliage, so hopefully they will be simpler. Hopefully they will be simpler, my boys. By the way, any one of you tested the new release, the test release? Can you please test it if you can? The link is in Discord. I would like you to test, if possible, the character creation. I mean, after the character creation. So basically the new Draken plane and the new tunnels, and tell me if those are good now or not, if you find any bugs, because obviously if we have any bugs in the initial area, is really a problem, right? Is really a problem. I will not save it. Okay, so this one should also have the same problem. Yeah. I'm trying to find an easier way, right, to do that, but it seems there is no easier way. Because the only way is to have them all selected and then move them a bit. So that's the only way. It's a pity I cannot select them all, right? But you see that if I click on select all, it's not selecting anything, which is very strange, but that's what it is. I mean, it's fairly easy to select them all like this, but you know, you may leave one out, so I don't know. And also, for whatever reason, in this area there are no trees. Why in this area there are no trees? I don't know. Why the trees are only there and not on the other side? I don't know. Problem is that every time we resimulate, right, we get into the same trouble, so... Maybe when we move to word partition it will be simpler, I don't know. Yeah, but here there are no trees, you see? There are no trees in this area. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can resimulate with the other... Anyway, let's start to fix the boundaries, because the boundaries I think are really a problem. The boundaries are really a problem because you are basically rendering all these levels from super far distance, and that's not good at all. Okay, we selected them all, hopefully. We take our recast. Where is the recast? Okay, the recast is also wrong, right? But this is less of a problem, so we move it the middle of the level. And then we take the instance actor, which is there. We move it in the middle of the level, and yeah, you see that all the foliage went away, right? It went away. But now we switch to foliage mode. We have them all selected. We move it a bit, just a bit. Boom. And they go back in play. Well, they actually get moved, but now I Control Z, and they are where they should have been. Which is insane. This is the ultimate hack. Okay. Okay, so number 2 is done. Number 2 is done. Yeah, if we don't have to place the foliage again, is quicker. It's definitely quicker. Even if here I would like to place again a foliage with the other type, right? I don't understand why here. Probably I didn't do it because there are two different foliage spawner. Because one is the desert, right? One is the desert, and here you are back to the normal land. So it should actually be or the bronze doors spawning or the Idla spawning. Or the Raurim spawning. I don't know if I want to do it because it would be nice actually, but can we check the other levels that are next to this guy? It is 1202. Now let's remember 1202. Wait, let's remember 1202 missing trees for 50%. Let's do these others so before that, and then we can check it. I will get that later today or tomorrow. Okay, nice. Still downloading, slower connection. Okay, nice. I just want to see if there are no major issues, right? Because every time releasing in a black box, like that, I don't know if it works or it doesn't. Ah, look at what we have here. We have the new building. We have the new building. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so there is the usual brush. There is this stuff. They should go here. We have the foliage actor, which is wrong again, right? So can I do, I was thinking, can I do foliage, then click here and click and say A? Control A? No, it's not doing it. It's not selecting them all. Select all, Control A. You see that it's not selecting them? Which is very strange, right? The only way, wait, though. I have this, wait. Control A. It's not doing it, I don't know why. I was trying to find a simpler way than, if I do that or if I do this, it's not working. I don't know why. The only way is to do it with a lasso. Unfortunately, there is nothing bigger than this value. Can I put a 16,000? I can put whatever number I want. Ah, that's easier though. So I can, do it much quicker. Well, I mean, 4 times quicker, actually. Okay, so we do that. Then we unselect. We take our foliage actor, and I don't know where is it. There. It's so far away. We move it in the middle of our level. The important point is that it's inside the boundaries. Yeah, exactly. Then we go foliage mode. We move this, we go select, we move this a bit, and then we Control Z. This is insane. Okay. So this one is done. And now we have 1205. 1205, my boys. No, there's just a border. It's just a very small border. Yes. Yes. So we go foliage, lasso. I do it also on the other side just in case there are some crevices or. Then we take that guy. Anyway, my theory is that they are generated like this at the beginning. And the reason this is no, you may say, oh well, it's Unreal Engine 5, right? They should have fixed this problem ages ago. In theory, yes, but in practice, they are not maintaining pretty much world partition anymore, world composition anymore, right? So they want you to migrate to the new system, and we didn't migrate yet because I basically didn't have the time to do that, right? So, and I consider it was not the most important thing, but we will have to do it. We will have to do it for sure. We will have to do it. Okay, we did 5 as well. So now that we did all these 5 levels, let's try to open up our main map. I don't want to save that. Let's open up our main map, and you will see that as soon as I open these levels, it will ask me to resave them, right? Exactly. Because it's regenerating the level boundaries, right? Okay, so we resave them. And now, at least all this ending of the world, let me start the client. We should not see it anymore. We will see the one before that we will fix in a second, but we already fixed the full slice at the back. I think we have one, probably half slice still to fix. To me anyway, there is a bug, because it makes no sense that someone needs to think that when he's placing procedural foliage, he has to like go back and do all this crazy process, right? Doesn't make any sense. The engine should do it automatically. And you know what? Just for the sake of documentation, I think I will say warning when you generate the instance foliage. When you generate the foliage, a new instance foliage object is created, and it's created at 000 by default. This increases the level boundaries by much, and breaks and causes the level to be loaded by streaming levels based on the wrong boundaries, right? On the wrong boundaries. So the way to fix it is to do this. The way to fix it is to select go in foliage mode. Select all foliage with the lasso, then go in select mode, select the instance foliage object and move it in the within the boundaries of the level, right? And move it within the boundaries of the level. Then go again in foliage mode. All foliage is still selected. And you just move it by a bit, any amount. Then press Ctrl Z. Incredibly enough, why I cannot type it? Incredibly enough, the Ctrl Z set the position of the foliage where it should have been. Insane. Reopen the, well, you have to open the actual open the single level, not the open the single level, not the wall persistent level. Reopen the persistent level and load in the sub level you modified. Let me call it sub level, I think it's more clear. Reopen the persistent level and load in the sub level you modified. You will see the request to save as it's modified. Save it. Okay, we documented it as well, my boys, for the future generations, which basically means me in 2 years. Okay, let's go in. Okay, so now yes, exactly. Let me go day because it's a bit hard to see. But I think that now we have all the slides at the back, right? Which is now not visible anymore. We still unfortunately have Ojaveda, and we have, yeah, we have, there is still a lot though. I mean, it's a lot of levels. It's a lot of levels. It's a lot of levels. They are all wrong. Believe it or not, they are all wrong. Believe it or not. Yeah, they are all wrong. Is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 probably. Maybe also these ones. I mean, it's a million, boys. It's a million levels. They all have the boundaries fucked up. They all have the boundaries fucked up. Ah, Jesus. Do we want to do them all now? I'm kind of getting burned out by this. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try all the 11. Now, all the 11... I think we already did some 11, right? We already did some 11. Like this 11 we didn't. This 11 we did. And this we didn't. Okay, so we have to do 11.1 and 11.5. 11.1 and 11.5. Hey, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. They are all fucked up. They are all fucked up. Incredibly, but they are all fucked up. Unfortunately. There is no way to do it automatically. I think that this happened when I regenerated the foliage, right? This is when it happened. It is exactly when it happened. When I regenerated this foliage, the mess happened. Oh yeah, but now we can go with the 32. Look at what is behind this. Interesting. Now we can go with the 32,000 selection tool, which is making things easier. Right? I just have to remember to do this, because if I don't do it, we don't select all the pieces. No, I don't even see what I'm selecting because I'm outside of the range, but I'm pretty sure that this monster is actually selecting everything we need. This monster tool, is there anything? Sorry for the motion sickness. Let me just do it both sides so that we are sure that we are getting also the trees that are on the other side. Okay. Okay, so same technique. Selection, instance, also the recast, by the way, yeah, because the recast is exactly the same problem, but this one we can just move it and it's not causing any trouble. While this one is causing trouble if we don't do the trick of the Control C. Okay, select. Huh? Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic trick. The best. The best trick in town. Okay, one is done. Now number 5. Number 5. This one is very, 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 very far away. Ah, but this one doesn't have foliage. Doesn't have any foliage. It's just the end of the end. But there is a fucking brush, you know, that is there. So this one is easy. We can just delete the brush and it's done. Nice. This one was quick. This one was quick. Okay, now we go with the 10 because we did all the 11. And now we go with the 10. I think the 10, pretty much all of them are wrong. So I can also avoid. So 10, 0, 1. 10, 0, 1. Yeah, there is the usual brush that we don't want. And we have these two guys. It's exactly the same. They are all identical. These are all the ones where I have regenerated the foliage when I did the thing. When I did the biome change. When I did the biome change. I am selecting, but they are visible only when you are close, right? So it looks like I'm not, but I am. This area is very bumpy, up and down, up and down. I mean, all of this will have to be redone one day, but for now... The next release, guys, will be a very interesting release. Not this one, I mean the next one. Because the next one, I think I can finally dedicate myself to dungeons and progression and things like that. I think we can finally do what we always wanted to do. Because I think that all the other pieces are now in place. I go in selection mode, get my guy, move it here, yes, foliage mode, select, move, Ctrl Z, fantastic, bombastic. Okay, save. So we did 10-1. I think in this series there are many that are broken, probably all of them, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, this one also has brushes in weird places. This one is also pretty messed up. I'm just checking a collision. Sorry, what is the collision? No collision. Yeah, this one I fixed, but I didn't. Okay, so foliage. Wow, we have a lot of foliage here. Foliage. Yeah, everything is selected. There is only that 12. But anyway, if the testing of the release, of the pre-release is good, I think I can also release tomorrow evening. So we allow some time maybe to the people to download the client before the event, right? Because it's always a bit of a critical... Do we want to substitute this? Let me take a note. Maybe yes. Elon Dinari buildings. Maybe I want to do that because it's the one that you see now in the new character creation, and will be nice if there we have the same buildings, right, as the ruins of the city. I can even make it bigger actually. Now, making the whole city will not be super easy, but I think we can have more ruins. That's for sure, and the ruins that are similar to the ones that you see. So when you find it, you will say, "Ah, I remember, I saw this." I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you will not. I remember. I've been there already. If this trick that I'm using was not there, I think it would have been a mess. Real mess. Real mess. Because repainting all the trees is a major work, right? A major work. And I cannot just redistribute them because certain trees we did with some reasoning, right? So it would not really be possible to do it blindly, right? Just go and generate. Okay, so we did 10-2. 10-3 hopefully is already correct. Let's see. No, probably not. 10-3. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. PT. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I'm practicing my patience by making this game, guys. Really. Practicing my patience a lot. Patience and persistence. A lot. If you edit much of the map, the land ends super flat. More fun to make mobs walk to the other side of the mountain. No, you don't want super flat. What do you mean? You want super flat? No, we don't want super flat. Super flat is super bad. But yeah, if it's too bumpy, the mobs may have a problem in walking, but it's okay because the mobs should be confined in a certain area, you know. So it's actually good that we don't have too much flat. Right? It's actually good. All this land will have to be redone. These are parts of the map that are not really made, right? So they are there, but they are not the way we want them to be because there was just too much land, right? So some of you started to just go around and explore, but certain areas are a bit empty. I know. They are. But they will not be. One day. One day. This will be populated with hundreds of dungeons one day. Actually, making dungeons for me is relatively easy because I can generate them, right? So the only thing that I don't know, if I place like really 100 dungeons, how the server will react to the performances, because every dungeon may have like 70, 80 things in it, like traps, monsters, doors, gates, you know, all of that. So it will be thousands of new objects, right? Which I don't know, maybe it just works, but maybe it just works, maybe it does not. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm going a bit mechanically. I hope I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm going like muscle memory at this point, so there is a chance that I do something stupid. It's not a very high chance, but definitely is a chance. So I have to be a bit careful. I think it would also be fun to have one dungeon which is many rooms, right? So like 100 rooms or 1000, well, 1000, I don't know. Like you lose yourself in, but we need new dungeon sets. We need new dungeon sets. That's another thing I would like to do. We absolutely need it. We cannot go with one dungeon set only and 3 colors, right? Like we have now. It's not sustainable. Yup. So we will do that as well one day. One piece at a time, okay? Piece at a time. Piece at a time. Okay. I'm surprised that this will all wrong, but yeah. Actually, I'm surprised that the others are not wrong, because in theory, when I did the pass on the foliage, I did it everywhere. So I don't understand why not all of them are wrong, right? Maybe they all are. Maybe they all are, and it's just that when I'm close to the main city, I don't, because they are all close to 000 location, and so it's not noticeable, right? It's not noticeable. Because this level is here, right? But if you are in a level that is here, you don't notice because it's very close. So only the ones that are far from the center, we see this problem, right? We see this problem only for those. And now this freaking recast nav mesh, I really hope that it's not regenerated when I rebuild all the levels, because if it does, is an issue. But I hope we reuse the same one, and yeah, I hope so. I hope it reuses the same one. Hello, Lucas Smith. Now hard to have 300 players for a crash test, more easily with dungeon. You have never tested a big number of dungeon to get? No, I never did it. Never did it because I tend to do stuff that actually is useful. So I didn't plan. Actually, at the beginning, I planned to have one dungeon only, right, in the first test. So I said, okay, we have one dungeon to see how it goes. Then it went well, and then I added 2 or 3, right? But I never said, okay, let's see what happens with 100. But we can try. I mean, we can make it a test. Seeing all the tools you have for this, nice to see. Love seeing this from a live stream. Thank you. Then click on subscribe. No, I mean, do what you want. Okay, so we selected all. Go to selection. Select that guy. Maybe you already subscribed. Possible. Yeah, we have a lot of tools like terraforming and such. So Unreal Engine is providing quite a bit. Unreal Engine is a great engine. I mean, it's I would say that it's still a bit bugged, right? And it continues to be bugged also release over release on certain stuff. Like for example, in our dungeon, we cannot have monster moving, which is like insane. If you think about it, you cannot have monster moving inside a dungeon. So I know we do the dungeons a bit in a special way, but still it should be possible, right? And it's not. It's a bit long to explain why, but it's not. I even sent an email to Unreal Engine devs, I mean real devs. And they were nice enough to answer saying that no, it was not possible at the moment. And they were probably thinking, I mean, this guy's making an MMO. So why is just not spawning a new server, right? I'm not spawning a new server because I don't have a new server. I did a mistake. Luckily it was correct already. Because I don't have a new server, because I'm not Ubisoft. I'm not Bethesda. So I cannot just say, oh yeah, let's spend $1 million in, you know, temporary servers and instance everything, right? I cannot do it. Cannot do it. Unless you give me 1 million right now. Right now. Now. Okay, I don't know if this operation is disconnecting all the trees from the ground, because there is another problem Unreal Engine has, that when you do these operations of moving stuff around, moving the trees, right, they disconnect from the landscape. And when they are disconnected from the landscape and you terraform the landscape, the trees do not move, right? And that's another problem that I've seen, which is kind of annoying. How many more you think will be wrong? All of them, or there will be an end to this? The mosquito is around. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Can we kill the mosquito? Fuck, he went away already. It was too quick. No. No. Okay. I had to move a bit, like 3 meters to go take the zapper racket, you know, the vampire killer, and he sensed it, and he just decided to go away. Motherfucker. On YouTube, you can talk if you haven't already subscribed. Yes, true, but subscribe is just me clicking a button. Ah, in that sense, so he's subscribed for sure. Ah, you are right, Ula. You are right. So he's for surely subscribed. You don't have nearly $1 billion like Cloud Imperium that makes of Star Citizen? No, I'm missing like 9999999 of that. Is Tarek ever win a free ticket for a spaceship for Star Citizen but they haven't given him money? Yeah, exactly. I will never give them money, never. I will never give money to Star Citizen. They have enough, and I don't understand why they need more. I don't understand it. Even if the project, you know, is a very large project, I understand, but you know, I mean, the way it is done, right, is the opposite of what it should be done. So they started by making the game impossible to play, and then they're trying to fix it instead of starting smaller and actually having a game, right? And that is what is very strange and annoying to people. Why is asking me to resave this once? That is very strange. It's asking me to resave some of the life. This is something that I never fully understood in Unreal, right? So sometimes when you just load a level, just because you load it, he's asking you to resave it. I think it's probably because he is recalculating this boundary thingies, right? That's possible. Yeah, you see that now our bounds are actually correct, right? So this box is around the level and is not in an impossible place. Okay, since I'm a bit burned out and also it's midnight, let me launch the client and see if we have less land that is appearing when it should not be appearing, right? Hey, Star Citizen is a very weird project. Pam 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 pam. We can see if any one of you is connected because I'm connecting to the test server, the one where you should test stuff. Probably no one is connected at the moment, but we can check. You see there is still pieces that are loading. Fuck. I understand why. But there are still more levels. We did some, but we didn't do all, so we did a good number, but we didn't do them all yet, right? Ah, there are 2 people online. Who's online? Filerie. Filerie? Who is Filerie? Someone is testing the new character creation. Okay, so well, I mean, I think we did a lot because, as you can see, if we could remove the fog, right? Because the fog is super annoying. The fog, if I do alpha 0, does it just go away or no? No, the only way to remove the fog for whatever reason is to do this. Okay, fine. Now it's gone. So, yeah, we remove. You see all the lands that we were seeing before. Now it's completely gone. Now it's completely gone. So now is, but as you can see, there is still all of this, and still a bit in Oja and there, right? So there are still pieces, but now is working as it should be working. Now I'm very I'm very high in the sky. Yeah, but you see that this is loading now progressively, right? And when you are on the ground, you don't notice. Obviously, you don't notice. Now, if you're gonna fly, you're gonna see it. But there is another system that we're gonna use in the future, which is actually able to render the whole thing with imposter, with, let's say, with an LOD system, right? Is the HLOD system, and I want to use it. But I didn't do it yet. There is still this level, and then there are a few there, and then I think we are in a better shape. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. It's midnight and 10, so one is me. Okay, it's you. Nice. The server will stay up anyway, so the server, the test server will stay up, so you can continue to test it a bit and tell me if there is anything broken. If there is anything broken, I will fix it by tomorrow, and then we can have the real release. So thank you for watching, and I will see you. Actually, I think I will see you tomorrow evening, because my friends are still traveling around, and I don't think we will meet. Or yes, I don't know. I don't remember. I have to check, but probably not. So I think I will be here. If you don't see me tomorrow, we will see each other Saturday. Saturday for sure. But I would like to do a release tomorrow. Bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.